You wanted the best. You've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, folks. It's Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are only things that makes it official. Welcome to the big show. As always, the Chris Voss Show is a family that loves you, but doesn't judge you, at least not as harshly as the rest of your family. We have got amazing authors, as always, on the show. We're going to be talking about their stories and their journeys, et cetera, et cetera. But be sure to refer the show to your family, friends, and relatives. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, Chris Voss1 on the TikTokity, and all those crazy places on the internet. Today, we have an amazing young man on the show. We're going to be talking about a couple of his books and the insights and some of his storytelling. His latest book that had come out is called The Real Ghost, out April 20th, 2022, by Donald L. Vasicek. Vasicek, there you go. And we're going to be talking about his book and insights there. Welcome to the show, Donald. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing good.
Thank you. Give us your .coms. Where can people find out more about you on the interwebs?
I'm all over the internet, but I think the best place to go would be my website, which is donvasicek.com.
There you go. So
there.
Okay. So give us a 30,000 overview of what's inside this book.
The size?
A 30,000 overview of what's inside the book?
Inside the book?
Yep.
How can I keep this short? It's a story about a boy who is the only honest person in this small town where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing he doesn't do that everybody else in the town does is lie. And put on a front.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't, but yet he sees Babe Ruth's ghost, and no one in town will believe him. So he sets out to prove that he saw him. And it's a story. There's a lot of humor in it, almost ridiculousness in it. There's suspense. But as he sets out to do it, we meet his friends, we meet his parents, we meet a lot of people in the town, the mayor, etc. And they're all sort of quirky in their own ways. They're putting on a front. And that's kind of the thrust of the story is here's a little kid with a paper route in a small town being honest, whereas no one else is being honest. Okay, and it really comes out in the book. And there's a baseball theme. And how can I say this? He sets out to prove he saw Babe Ruth, and he goes through a variety of experiences that are humorous. Some are also suspenseful. Some are chilling. And it gets to the point where he and his girlfriend get buried in the ground. And they have to figure out a way to get out.
Buried alive.
Yeah, and he's the one that's trying to work it out, but guess who shows up? Babe Ruth.
Oh, wow. It's a good friend to have when you're buried alive.
Yeah, it is. And he rescues the kids. But and so once that happens and the town becomes aware of it, everyone in the town changes. And they become very decent people who do not put on fronts, who do not lie, who welcome each other instead of fighting with each other. And that's sort of generally it. That's
So
the
there's a great.
story.
So the book's got a great lesson in it. Then.
I think it does, particularly now with what's going on in the country regarding politics. I've said this quite often. In order to be a successful politician, you have to be able to lie.
Yeah. The irony is we kind of expect them to lie, and we know they're lying. Isn't that kind of silly that we allow people to lie to us?
Well, yeah, it is. And if you call them on it, they'll try to lie to get out of it.
Oh yeah. So they just one lie after another, really.
It boils down to this. I worked in a law firm for many years, and if I didn't learn anything else while I worked there, I learned this. If you say something, then back it up. Cite your sources, show your proof, and then what you say will have more meaning and more power, be more powerful. A lot of people don't do that today. They spread out disinformation, misinformation, and all this is going on in the real ghost, this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But it's it's written in a way where kids can get a bang out of the book as well as adults.
Oh.
That's the kind of book it is.
There you go. So what inspired you to write this book?
I grew up in a small town in Nebraska,
Mm-hmm.
and it meant very much to me growing up there. Even today, which is many, many moons ago,
Mm-hmm.
it's a safe place for kids to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice place for kids to grow up. It's north of Grand Island. It's in the Sand Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And based on that experience of growing up there, a lot of things stayed with me as far as meaningful things,
Mm-hmm.
people, activities, locations, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, I'm going to write a book about my childhood, but like when I was about 10, 11 years old, up to about 12, 13 years old, what took place in my life during that period of time. And when I started writing, it was fun. It was laugh out loud stuff for me, and I had a good time writing it.
There you go. There you go. So what advice do you give to people who try to put on a front to impress others?
Well, the fine point of it is if you want to be believed, then if you say something, back it up with your sources, or your source, your facts. If you can't do that, then don't say it.
There you go. What bothers you most about people who lie? What gets to you there?
Just the fact, like adults, kids are a little bit different, but adults that lie. I try to be objective in my life, but adults that lie really cause me to be very unhappy, very subjective, and I want to blast them. Tell them, if you're going to say something, prove it. If you can't prove it, don't say it. It boils down to that.
Yeah,
for me.
very simple.
For me.
Yeah.
And especially what's going on in the country today. There's so much misinformation out there. There's many I called broad generalizations that aren't true, that aren't proven, so on.
There you go. Kind of going back to Harken a Better Time. And so this book, did you target towards children, I think? Is that a good, is it marketed towards kids, or is it marketed towards adults and kids?
I think it covers both, but it's primarily for kids 10, 13, 14, 15 years old. Kids that like to laugh out loud and see things that are funny. And this book has things in it that's funny, that's causes it will cause them to laugh. So it's primarily for, I think, kids 10 to 15, something like that.
Yeah. There you go. So let's get into the other book. What was the other book called?
The Eyes of Death.
The Eyes of Death. There you go. Tell us what that book is about.
Well, this book is about it's paranormal,
Mm-hmm.
and a teen girl sustains a head injury in an accident, and once she does that, she changes from a all-American high school girl, prom queen, blah blah blah, to someone who is starting to see that people are going to die. So she tries to save them. And each time she tries to save somebody, they still die.
Uh-oh.
And so it puts her in a position where she's questioning her sanity. And she doesn't know what to do about that. And so it's kind of the general premise of the story.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Her prom queen world turns from white to black after a head injury.
Yeah. That's a good log line.
Yeah. There
Very
you go.
well expressed.
And she sees a white-gray ghost image around a casket. Tell us a little, tease that out a little bit, if you would, if we're not giving too much away.
During that accident, her and her friend Emily are on their morning run. And Emily gets smacked by a car, which knocks Hannah into a tree. Emily is killed. Hannah sustains this head injury. And then Hannah's at Emily's funeral, and that's her first introduction she has to that she's not quite right. She sees this so I guess a ghost around Emily's casket. And it goes from there. Then her mother runs a what's it called? Sort of like an assisted living facility. And there's older people in there. And she helps her mother. And she sees the outline of ghosts with some of the older people who are going to die.
Oh, wow.
And then she tries to prevent that from happening. And also another part of the story is this neuropsychologist man works with her based on her mother's request, tries to bring her out of her insanity, if that's what can be called, tries to get her back to normalcy. And so he's in the story quite a bit. He shows up at unusual places, surprising places. Maybe I shouldn't note this. This story parallels the movie The Sixth Sense. If you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Only that boy was seeing dead people.
Yeah.
And this girl's seeing people who are gonna die.
Wow.
So
that's not a good sign if she sees you then.
Yeah. Right. I don't want to hear anything from her.
Yeah, I'd avoid her like the plague.
Right.
So she maybe has some special powers and stuff like that she's trying to resolve or understand, or maybe.
Yeah, it's a power,
and
it's based on the head injury and what it did to her brain. And the neuropsychologist was called in after a psychiatrist and also a medical doctor examined her and said there's nothing wrong with her physically, but mentally, her mother called in a neuropsychologist to check her out. He finds the problem she's having with her brain. And it's not physical. It's all mental.
Well, that'll do it. So what prompted you to want to write that story? What was the impetus or the inspiration for that story?
I think it was The Sixth Sense, that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was.
That was a hell of a movie.
It was. It was chilling,
Mm.
and it was very well done, I
Oh yeah.
thought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't see the end come until almost the end. I figured it out about 5 minutes before
Oh, you did?
they announced it. Yeah, I figured it out. But I'm pretty good, and most movies, I can figure out early on because they're pretty simple in how they're designed. Where it's like, okay, good versus evil, and okay, here's the dilemma, and it will be overcome. But yeah, that was one movie I didn't see come until about 5 minutes before, and I was like, wow, that was really. And then it came through, and I was like, wow, that was really powerful. But still chilling. I mean, because even even when I got up 5 minutes before, I was like,
Well,
okay,
plus,
that
to
was
me,
fun.
it caused me to think that it was possible
Mm,
for the boy to see dead people.
yeah. Well, evidently he could. I think the spin that was Bruce Willis had been dead the whole time.
Yeah, right.
That was the wild part that you were
It
just
was-
like, wow, okay. All right. So there you go. Now, you wrote this targeted towards women or young girls. Were you trying to, make them feel like, well, you might have superpowers or you might have good things you can do with yourself if you can, I don't know, kind of figure out who you are and what your skills are, maybe? I don't know.
I think what I was showing or trying to show in the story is um, there are different things in life that we experience.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things all of us experience is death,
Yeah.
and it shows this particular teen girl and how she experienced death and how she dealt with it. And I
Mm-hmm.
think it would give other teen girls food for thought.
Oh,
You know,
yeah, that can be helpful. In your other book, what do you hope boys or young people who read the book come away with it?
well, I think it's boys and girls and
Mm-hmm.
adults
Mm-hmm.
simply to come away with this. This kid in the story is a great kid. He's a great kid. He's not a good kid. He's a great kid, and he's positive. He's the only one that tells the truth of all the characters. He doesn't put on any fronts. Everybody likes him in town,
Mm-hmm.
even though they're calling him a liar because he said he saw Babe Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what readers will come away with is, wow, I'd like to be like him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be that honest, that open, that
Mm-hmm.
forward, and forget about the putting on the fronts. I don't know, this is just me,
Yeah.
but I've always had somewhat of a problem dealing with makeup, high heel shoes, stuff like that, that women, girls put on. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they put all that stuff on and the question is to me, why? And the
Oh,
answer is to attract men. I
yeah.
think, I
Yeah.
think,
That's kind of
look,
something that they're interested in. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not lying is important. Definitely. That's a big deal. Um, you don't want to be doing lying and being deceptive in your life. It's really important to tell the truth. And what got you into writing? What got you started in writing? Did you always write or something else?
yeah, I've always written. Even when I was a kid, I kept a diary every day,
Mm-hmm.
and but I evolved into life and had sort what I call a tragedy in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my wife and kids and our
Mm.
cat,
Mm.
and that was like a punch in the mouth,
I'll
even
bet.
worse.
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, I changed,
Mm.
and I started looking at myself and life differently, and I started looking at the value of life more,
Mm.
and I saw in that I started writing poetry,
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of poems published and went from there.
Good for
It was a
you.
way of expression.
Mm-hmm. Probably reconciling some of your loss.
Absolutely. No question about it. I think everything I've written, and this isn't a broad generalization, everything I've written, poems, short stories, novels, even my autobiography, the theme is love.
Mm.
And the love is my memory of my wife and kids and our
Yeah.
kitty cat.
There you go.
It's always there.
That's a beautiful story, and it's a writing is a very can be very cathartic in helping us deal with our issues and everything else. I mean, it helps us reflect, it helps us keep a journal, yada yada yada, all that good stuff. And so, yeah, it can really make a difference in your life, the quality of your life, et cetera, et cetera. Do you have more books that you're planning on writing?
Yeah, I'm working on one right now. This
Mm-hmm.
one is I made a film titled The Sand Creek Massacre,
Mm-hmm.
about a massacre that took in the Colorado Territory in 1864. Cheyenne Rappel people were massacred,
Mm-hmm.
and by making that film, I got to know those Cheyenne Rappel people,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned about some things about their culture
Mm-hmm.
compared to ours, and how they acted and reacted, and how they think. Totally different than us,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very subtle, but it's there. And so I thought, I want people to get to know the indigenous people in this country.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on this book where I tell the story about my experiences shooting the film,
Mm-hmm.
my experiences with these indigenous people, and how they acted and reacted to the massacre. I mean, you think about it, if you think about it for a minute, it bothers me if I think, wow, somebody wanted to annihilate my ancestors. If they had succeeded, I wouldn't be here today.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, I'm writing sort of like it's chronology of statements they made to me on camera
Mm.
about the massacre, about their families, about how they feel, and
Mm-hmm.
juxtaposing to that, I'm also writing this personal history of mine, what I
Mm-hmm.
experienced, how I lost my family
Mm-hmm.
compared to how they lost their family.
Mm.
And so that's kind of what it's about.
Oh,
And
there you
it
go.
it's won several awards. It's it's been around the country. It's in other countries. It's YouTube has over 50,000 views. Blah 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 blah. It's very cryptic. And if you go out to the site, it's cryptic out there, scary out there. I was out there one day recording sounds,
Mm-hmm.
natural sounds for the film,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden I thought, I got to get out of here.
Mm.
This isn't good. There were 750 troops that annihilated 500 Cheyenne and Arapaho people on that site.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to it, but
There
that's
you
kind
go.
of what the book's about.
There you go. And do you anticipate doing any more books of that nature?
Um, no, really, I haven't. I haven't thought beyond that book.
Ah,
I'm just working on that book.
there you go. There you go. Well, you got to work on the book and get her done, as they like to say, as the
Yes,
kids
sir.
say. So all that good stuff. The
Yeah.
let's see. What else have we covered that you want to tease out to people about your books and how they work?
I think, and please don't misunderstand me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
and I use this book and film forum, these forums, to say what I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in America. I was born in America. I love America dearly.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the people in it, most of them. And I want to make, I want to share my thoughts about America, about people, about how things are.
Mm-hmm.
I want to share my thoughts because I think I have something to share. And it's come out in the 2 books. Came out in the film. The film is amazing. It was shown at universities, organizations of different kinds, film festivals, wherever, all over the country. Traveled a lot, showing it, screening it, and people always came away with, especially indigenous people. They come away with tears in their eyes over it.
Wow.
My life was even threatened 3 times by
Really?
indigenous people. Yeah, because they thought I was making it to make money and become famous. And I was at Oklahoma Cheyenne and Arapaho Indigenous Veterans Center on Memorial Day. I was invited there to speak, screen the film. Oklahoma governor was there.
Wow.
And after I finished my speech, which I talked around some of the people that were in the film, were veterans. A lot of indigenous people are veterans. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And I sat down and they gave me a box lunch. I was in a crowd of about 200 people, all indigenous. Only one other white guy I saw there was camera guy. And they were screening the film, and I started digging into my box lunch, and all of a sudden these 6 guys came, all indigenous guys. They pulled out chairs and surrounded me, and they let me have it as far as trying to exploit them and make money and become famous. So I told them, I said, it's been X number of years since we did this movie, this film, and my wife and I are still paying for it.
Wow.
And if you can't take that for the truth, then that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah. I'd ask them to help out.
Shell out, right?
Yeah, I'd ask them to help out, with the costs. I'd be like, oh, well, go ahead and help pay for it. And then no one's making any real money on it.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, see? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's why they pay me $5 a day. So, yeah, very interesting. Any future books that you have that you're working on that you're probably going to be writing?
Well, it's like I explained in the one book. It's called Lost Families, Something to Oblivion. Lost Families Consigned to Oblivion. They will never get over the loss of their ancestors and how their ancestors were murdered. I'm working on that book. And actually, that's where my focus is. So I haven't thought about the future, or no other book ideas have come to mind. And actually, I don't even know if I'm going to write another novel. Writing, you probably know this, writing is hard work. And once you start, your characters want to go in different directions. The story wants to go in a different direction on its own. You have to rein it in. Be real careful about what you're doing. Remember what you've written, what you haven't written. It's a tough job. Yeah. But it's also enjoyable.
Yeah, there's definitely a reward to it, especially in good storytelling. I mean, storytelling is really everything when it comes down to it. I mean, it's how we educate each other. It's how we learn stuff, et cetera, et cetera. It all comes down to that, really.
Well, yeah, you just told me a story.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. As we go out, any final thoughts? Anything else we want to promote while we're on the show?
Thank you very much, Chris. I think In closing, I'd simply like to say this. Try to love your neighbor.
Mm.
And, you can get that through reading books,
Mm-hmm.
get that through watching film. And we have to change what's going on in our country, or it's going to blow up and be decimated, and our beautiful America that we love will be no more. So we need to learn, if we don't know how to be nice to people we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Learn more about how to interact with them. And I think the two books really describe that, really show that. So that's probably it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, give us your .coms as we go out and tell people where they can pick up your books.
Okay. And now will I get a link or something? I have a mailing list and I want to send this out.
Yeah. If you want, you can give us the link and we'll put it on the Chris Voss Show podcast so people can click on that link. Can you tell us what the link is by chance, or is there a .com maybe?
Well, it's donvosicek.com.
Can you give me that slower?
It's my first name and last name, Don Vasicek.
Okay.
.com.
There you go. That way people in the audience can grab it. And there'll be a link to that on the Chris Voss Show as well. So you can click on that if you're looking for it as well. Well, it's been wonderful to have you on the show. And I'm glad you're writing books to teach kids not to lie, how to be better, how to maybe have better ethics and morals, and how to explore oneself so that we can all improve ourselves. So I love the theme of your stories that you're telling there.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. I really enjoyed talking with you today, and I'm impressed with your podcast and
thank you
your delivery, and thanks so much.
Thank you. And now you're on it. You're memorialized in 16 years of podcasting, which will hopefully be around for another 16, 20 years. So thank you very much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, Donald. Thanks to our audience for tuning in. Order up his book wherever fine books are sold. You can find The Real Ghost and The Eyes of Death out there on the marketplace of Amazon, wherever fine books are sold, or on the links in the chrisvossshow.com. Thanks for tuning in. Be good to each other. Stay safe. We'll see you guys next time. And that should have a